I guess a drama P. If Kagetsu hadn't died in early game, I could have used Kagetsu to fly up over the lava and kill the flyers that were pressuring us. Because that's really the reason we had to retreat, is the flyers. And, like... yeah. Also, going up the right side of the map instead of the left side was a mistake. So... yeah, losing Kagetsu was the biggest. That was the nail in the coffin. No, they had 35 speed. 35 and 38. Which I could keep up with Chloe and Kagetsu, so it was okay. But losing Kagetsu on turn 2 was like, oh, we're just dead. 50 speed would be insane. Yay, Dots! Are we still loving Alphen? Because he's precious. Okay, guys. Last time on Inescapable, little blonde girl was killed, Valerie. And we are currently investigating her murder. Yes, so Valerie was killed. We found her in the game room, stabbed 6 times in the stomach. Also, Ava, the LOL memes girl, was on the floor bleeding as well, and is currently being... She's being treated because she's not dead. Also, the producers told Harrison that he is solely responsible for discovering who did it. And he has the app for submitting the answer. So basically, we went to... Let me see if I can find our clues. Island Sleuth. So Valerie's dead body found in the game room, lying on her back, stabbed 4 times in her torso. Bloodied pet Rocky and Roll, which was weird. We had this in another scene. Found next to Valerie's body. Only 4? I guess I made up the 6. Spot where Ava was laying on her stomach, stabbed in the back once. She was facing towards the door, some meters away from Valerie. So yeah, we don't know if there was a confrontation between Ava and Valerie, or if maybe Ava walked in on somebody putting Valerie's body down there. Because he did say that the body was cold as well, which means she could have been killed on a different day. Bloodied kitchen knife, likely the one Anika said to be missing, found next to Valerie's body. Valerie's phone, screen smashed with something, probably the rock, found next to Valerie's body. 45 speed, Jesus Christ. Valerie's purse opened, found on the counter, and it had nothing inside it, remember? It was empty. A lot of blood under Valerie's dead body, but furniture a few meters away is all clean. We no longer have Wordle, also. Another day, another torment. If only I could have woken up from this nightmare already. I'm not sure what to do first. Normally there'd be police and detectives, but now? That's right. Now I'm the detective. Finishing Wordle started the death. It's true. So one good thing to another, I guess. Minus another point. Think, Harry, what to do. There's interrogations, gathering evidence, alibis, all that stuff. Discussing the attack is a good place to start. I hope everyone's on the same page in finding the killer. We usually gather for breakfast anyway. This is very early in the investigation. I did maybe 10 minutes before we ended after finding the body. I'm sending a message so everyone knows to meet so we can discuss. Well, all but Ava. I hope she can recuperate properly without a doctor. Once she wakes up, maybe she'll give us more info. Until then... Talking as a group could get us somewhere. If all of us put enough peer pressure on the killer, maybe they'll just confess. Yeah, all of us. Breakfast. All of us. Including the bloody killer. Damn. God damn. I can't get Val's body out of my head. Yeah, we could have a class trial of sorts. That sounds good. I had a gut feeling nobody could be trusted. When there's no consequences, there's no fear. Ugh! Pull yourself together, Harrison. You can do this. You have to do this. Even when there's nobody else, you can trust in yourself. Oh, yes. How could I forget? I can still trust Mia. Remember, Mia was acting super weird the day that we found the body, so I feel like she either contributed to killing Val or knew about it. He trusts Mia because she's just glued to him. And she's super sketchy. The two of us will unravel the lies and deceit. She also did the investigation with us. And told us what to write down for clues and stuff. I'm like, this is weird. That's how I'll survive. Alright, here goes nothing.
Morning. Seems all but Lumi are here.
Mommy is taking care of Eva. Annie and Lumi take turns.
Of course. She needs all the care she can get right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust her personally. Like, as the player, I don't trust her. Oh, you guys. You know what? I muted it in the other scene. I'm sorry about that. Alright, you should be able to hear it now. I muted it. Yeah, let me know if there's an echo, too, because you guys probably heard it, my microphone picking it up.
Here you have us. Happy, happy boy, right? Nada.
Cut Harry boy some slack, Hunty. He's good intentions.
You ring the bell.
Everything sound
We
normal
heed
now.
Your call, O mighty priest of death.
All good, perfect.
Annie was here before the message. Annie couldn't sleep well. Yeah.
The situation
What's in my
is
jar?
difficult,
Oh, this old thing?
but I think talking about it
It's
is
just-
the right thing to do.
Just water.
We'd best put our heads together and think for a bit. More brain power.
Franziska is right.
Franziska is sus, is what she is.
Whether I want to or not, I'm forced into this role now. So that's why we've gathered. That and breakfast, of course.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We're to help, friend. Oh, but yeah. How do we start? It could be anyone.
The tears of Effie, yeah. It's my engaged tears. There is some echo that you hear. I'll turn it down on my TV a bit. Since I don't wear a headset, sometimes my microphone goes boing. Let me make sure that my sound gate is on too. Imagine if I was drinking pure vodka. I would never. It's actually gin and soda. That's like my go-to on Saturdays. Okay. Yeah, it should run. If it's super distracting, let me know, Shinjo.
Breakfast, to begin with. I think everyone needs a snack. And coffee.
I know I made the mistake without even realizing it a whole playthrough when you did P4G. Oh, letting like echoed audio. I just stream whatever with it, and when I go back and watch, you can hear a faint echo depending on what character is talking, and I'm just like, it's fine.
Annie was already working on it. Nearly ready.
So, who's the killer?
Like the
Oh,
higher
so
pitched characters or like the
brilliant
louder characters
investigator.
will be. It's more likely that my microphone will pick them up. It's been a problem ever since I moved into this apartment because the room is smaller and like the acoustics just make the sound bounce everywhere. I remember when we had our larger apartment, the echo wasn't an issue.
there's no use jumping to conclusions just yet. Mia and I have a lot to do.
Hold your horses. You and Mia?
Well, yesterday the producers kinda made me do this.
Yeah, grats. I'm not gagging, though. Why Bratwurst girl? What's she done?
Call it out, Sasha.
Maybe I was willing to buy the story, but now she's in the mix? Sus as fuck.
Well,
Bratwurst girl is right here and quite insulted. It just so happens that I was with Harry prior to discovering their bodies.
All I'm hearing is convenient alibi. You wanted us all to
E tier?
Stop.
Thank you for the 37 months.
Then I said you do not weigh more, I weigh more. Then we put our bodies on the scale and determined who weighed the most. After that I called myself Lopez the Heavy.
E tier, what are you even quoting right now?
There isn't really anything more than that. Mia was with me until the moment we found them on the floor.
You're trying to piss on me and call it raining.
Sasha?
Sounds like you're just covering for each other.
You're pointing fingers at me, but you were nowhere for hours. Everyone hurried over to help out, but not you. Nor Giovanni, in fact.
Woman, I can show you a very fast way to get the rest of your hair red.
Okay, threats?
It involves you snapping at me again for no good reason, see?
Quick to act aggressive when you're a possible suspect.
Mind your own fucking business, blondie darling.
Guys, come on, I thought we were here to talk. Let's not point fingers at each other. We don't have the whole picture.
Oh, so please paint us the whole picture.
We don't know who did it, but we know they got assaulted and there's bound to be evidence.
Ask Eva who attacked them.
Well, that would be a good start.
As soon as Ava is awake. But until then, Lumi and Ani will take care of her.
Sounds like Lumi's there to finish her off.
Oh!
Oi, no! Lumi and Annika worked hard all night, caring for her. That's not fair. Not at all. What did you do to help?
Aha, I get it now. It's a love triangle. So you tried to kill them both. Didn't know you had it in you.
Please don't make the situation worse. We'll solve this through properly.
I hope it's not done. But I feel like we kept uncovering weird things about him, like that he's wanted by the police for theft, and he donates an absurd amount of money to some streamer that he has a crush on. And also, do we still have access to that stuff? Character bios are not here? Interesting.
We'll do great investigation work and figure it out.
Reading a book doesn't make you a detective. You're like a joke I forgot to laugh at.
At least I'm not a killer. Why'd you do it? Did Valerie uncover one of your secrets?
I didn't kill her. But I'm for sure getting you and your fake-ass wig.
Honestly, Rosen, I think that we went down a bad route because I read everybody's secrets and now I doubt everybody. Yeah, it confirmed has roots.
Honey will just retreat to the kitchen.
Mia, Sasha, blimey, stop it!
Hey, Booty, how's it going? Happy
There's
Saturday.
no evidence for anything yet. Chill.
Phil, you really think this is gonna work like this?
Look at you standing up. Let Gio guess.
You get to sit through the boring parts again for the other route, yeah. I wonder how much of an impact doing Wordle has, because we would have to grind through like 30 Wordles again. Maybe even more.
You are ready to carry the evidence. Merda, merda. And to think I was starting to like you, Philia. Did you do it for the money? Huh?
Come on, guys. I thought we could sit down and talk.
Yeah, getting a group together to talk when no one has done investigating is not a good idea.
Hi! Don't put fuel to the flame, Geomate.
Exactly. Everyone's thinking you did it anyway.
Well, they said that if you do all the Wordles, you get like a prize or something, or like some kind of bonus, and we never received anything, and I'm thinking because of that one day that we fucked up typing booby.
I don't kill for no shitty game! Not a kiddo, at least.
But you're kinda the only one who's killed before. The rest of us are normal people, not murderers.
Well, as far as we know.
Well, we don't know that yet. Didn't you say there's no evidence?
Starberry?
Maybe I'm the killer. What a twist!
Boyo, piss me off and I'll strangle you. And this time, you're not getting out alive.
Like how Valerie didn't come out alive? Tell me now, did you honestly do it, Gio? I need to know.
Not you too, you little pig slime. Are you all trying to get on my fucking nerves?
Guys, enough already! This is rubbish. We're not getting anywhere. We need organization. If we work together, we can fix this whole mess.
You ain't fixing shit by being a cheerleader, boyo.
I want to believe in you, but nobody is to trust.
And thus you failed your charisma check, Harrison. Perhaps try again when you have more evidence.
Yeah. How about no? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. I'm out.
Great, just what I needed, thanks.
Huh? I guess that didn't go down well. What a shame. Don't worry, Harry pal. I'm at your side. I'll do anything I can to bring justice. You and I, together.
I appreciate it, Dan.
Lost my appetite. Gonna take a walk.
Oh boy. Harry, Mia, take 5. We'll try again later. No use talking if it's not everyone.
I hope it wasn't Don.
I'll do a jog too. Poke me when you need me.
Tschüss, Dan.
Okay. See ya, Dan. The meeting is over and led nowhere.
I didn't expect this to go perfectly, but I was hoping people would work together. I can't blame them for not trusting each other when I don't even trust them.
This plan clearly didn't work. So what now?
I'll pour a glass of something. Give you 2 detectives a minute. But just a minute. Unlike everyone else, I still want to eat, see?
Generally, people have a hard time opening up in public. In typical investigations, there are usually individual interrogations. We should approach each of them alone and find out more.
Oh? Explain further.
How do you not already think this?
We can focus on trying to find gaps in their stories. If they're together, they'll lie more easily and change their stories to fit what they hear.
What's Mia's background? So Mia's German. She likes lesbo anime. She has a family where she takes care of lots of siblings, but there was some weirdness with that. Like, she got really annoyed when one of her secrets was revealed that someone thought she was a teen mother because she was caring for her siblings, and she got, like, ultra offended in front of everybody else. Yeah, she does IT work, for sure. And in some of her dirt that we dug up about her, it said, like, Mia, used to ask her neighbors to take care of her siblings, and because she'd lie to them and tell them that she had somewhere to be. Yeah, she's not secretly a detective, no. I think, and she's a control freak, too. Like, people were all super mad at her in the previous sessions because all she does is bark orders and tell people what to do. So I just don't trust her.
Ah, true. I didn't think of that. I was really hoping they'd just come clean.
I thought your plan might not work. There's no rules here after all. What will we even do when we find out who the killer is?
Yeah, there's that.
I'm not sure yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Alles klar, Detective Harrison. What do we want to find out first? Personally, I'd start with information about the day. Check what each of them was doing before the murder.
Solid. Any tidbits of information help. I just hope they won't be so abrasive.
I understand their point of view. It sucks to be accused of murder, but it sucks even more for the rest of us who are now unsafe. Even more than we already were. I hoped it wouldn't come to stripping us of our morals.
Top priority. We should find out where they were.
You don't even know if the murder happened yesterday, Harrison.
If they have a solid alibi or not. If they heard or saw anything. What else?
Maybe their relationship with Eva and Valerie? Oh, we can also ask about any messages with them.
Right, that's vital info. That is super vital info, because Valerie's phone is broken. So we couldn't see if somebody called her there by checking her phone after she died. But that raises a Mia and a Sasha flag, since both of them work in, like, IT / have some capability there. Because what if they found a way to hide texts in their own phone, so that would, like, clear them, because there's no info, no message going to call Valerie, but they actually had sent one. So I'm curious about that type of thing popping up.
You think someone could be hiding in text?
That too. But remember Valerie's phone? It could be an important clue.
I'll keep it in
Why
mind.
don't we look at Ava's phone?
What about the...
Boy, I have something to tell you.
Oh, right. He's still around. Yeah, so I think Val's phone was smashed with the rock because somebody probably messaged her and said, meet me in the game room. And there's not supposed to be a way to delete messages off the phones, so if we just checked everybody's phones and we saw that somebody had sent her a message, that would be incriminating. So, if we had her phone, we could literally just look at it and be like, oh, this person called her here, duh. But unfortunately, they thought to destroy her phone. Not sure what's in that glass, but sure is a big one.
Huh? Now? It would have helped a lot more earlier.
Nah, see, I waited for the fuckers to leave. I trust nobody with my life. I'll take care of this shitstorm myself, ragazzo. But if you want to play detective, listen to Giovanni.
Well, I'm listening.
You said you want to talk with Eva when she wakes up, yes?
That's the plan.
For all we know, she saw the killer, and the situation's solved.
Now, the killer ain't me, no. But if it was, I wouldn't leave unfinished business.
He has a point.
If Eva saw the killer, she's not safe. If the killer is dumb, you have some time. But the moment the killer figures out she might know who attacked her, she's kinda dead.
Huh? You refused to help in the meeting and antagonized others. Why would you be helping now? Why should we trust you? You could be misdirecting us.
Yeah, whatever. I tried to get...
Right, I'm with Giovanni on this one, honestly. Like, he's making a really valid point. We have to keep an eye on Eva, or else she could die, and she's the only person that knows for sure what happened.
When you're good to Daddy, Daddy's good to you, as the fat woman sings. Or was it Mama? One or the other.
If Ava does know who the killer is, it makes sense she's unfinished business.
Let's go to her room and shake her.
I'll message Lumi and Annika. They're taking turns anyway.
There should always be at least one person staying with Eva. But what if it was Lumi or Annika who attacked them?
If it was either of them, I guess they're waiting to see how much Eva knows.
It's okay, she's with the maid, and we can always trust the maids and VNs. Not true, Tom. Slap the shit out of her. Wake up!
Why risk drawing more attention than killing Eva now? Or who knows, maybe there are more killers, or some other fuckshittery.
Yeah, unlike in Danganronpa, this could be multiple people, collaborating. He's swearing more than usual. Is he nervous?
That doesn't remove you as a suspect, Giovanni. You could have your reasons.
Even if I did it, like I give two shits if you figure me out.
Danke? Maybe I should also see Eva.
Shouldn't we start our work, Mia?
Let her go. We've something to do.
I didn't even leave yet, and you're already acting suspicious. What exactly do you have to do?
Something you shouldn't poke your nose into. Cornuto little...
Yeah, right. DR does have a lot of rules.
If you have something to tell me, you can tell Mia.
Didn't I say I trust nobody but myself? It's not about telling, it's about doing, boyo.
Well?
Fucking merda! Listen. Someone has to take care of the body. It can't stay in the room. It needs a very cold place till we dig the grave.
Cold? I'm not sure I can...
Even when I blink, I still see her lifeless corpse on the ground. I don't think I can look at it again.
Yes, took me light. I'm sorry. I didn't think about that.
I feel bad for you kiddos, but you've got to mature fast right about now. This ain't gonna fix itself, and I don't see no producer coming to our rescue. Valerie needs a proper grave. Get done and meet me in the games place.
I'll be in Eva's room if you need me.
Right. Yes.
Much like this island, cruel reality is not easy to escape. Giovanni's right. Val does deserve a grave. Oh boy. If this were a contest to be knackered, I'd be winning. Big time. Can't I get abducted to a show where I just sleep and play all day? How does Don find energy to be running? I'm not going to bother chasing him. Message will do. We'll gather up in front of the game room. Hope Don's coming fast. I don't want to be alone around Gio and a body, I guess. I still can't believe she...
Snap out! Don't dream walk on me. Where's the broyo?
Shit! Sorry. I was caught in my own thoughts. He's just around the corner, I bet.
All right. Inside we go and follow my lead.
Bullocks, she's still dead. I mean, of course. Still yourself, Harrison. Obviously people don't come back to life.
Better not show me what you ate today, boyo.
This isn't easier. I don't know how you do it so easily.
Opening doors? It's in the list.
I highly doubt it's the time for jokes, Giovanni. Normal people don't see their friends...
Right, if she was suddenly alive, I'd be like, All my instincts scream he did it. The way he looks at Valerie is making me uncomfortable. Some sort of coldness and disconnect. Shouldn't rush ahead with judgment, but I really hope I'm wrong. He could probably take all of us in a melee.
Hoi, I'm here. This is, yeah. How can I help?
Right on time, broyo. She's little. I can probably carry her alone. Thought I can teach you a thing or two at the same time.
I don't think I want to help you move your victim.
Yeah, broyo, yeah. Why don't I say the same thing about you? Regardless who did it, the body can't stay here.
Leave the speculation for me. Where do you want to take her? You mentioned a cold place, but we didn't dig any grave yet.
Aha, that's right. We'll take her to the pantry's walk-in fridge.
The pantry?
Ugh, disgusting. Why?
Because it's hot here no matter where we are. It's gonna go bad fast.
Yeah,
Can
true.
you ask Annika then? Why us?
This is a man's job, and the broyo's the only one with strength along with me.
I am not sure how I would feel if we had to keep living with the killer. I feel like when we submit to the, when we submit to the producers who did it, they are gonna punish them.
You said you can carry her alone.
Throw it into the ocean? But we're friends.
Don't be disrespectful, broyo. You clean a spot before we put her down. This is a good lesson, too, for both of you.
Isak isn't here.
Yeah, merda. No shit. Don't need no frou-frou poems or snarky comments from a self-called genius. He's too weak to carry a body anyway. He's not a strength person. What can he help with? You two are enough.
Yeah, Harry screams strength. Anyways, at least we're not trying a weight on... At least we're not tying a weight on her ankle and yeeting her into the water. Okay, he had Rosen's idea. Don't know what to make of Giovanni's attitude. Civil, yet cold. What an oddball.
What about me then? What am I enough for?
My goodness, how awful!
Go ahead and clean a spot for her. Move everything to the normal fridges and make notes for Annika.
Highly doubt there's room for all that food.
No worries, no worries. There's one less mouth to feed.
Giovanni!
Thank you!
Kinda true. I'll work something out with Annika.
Yeah,
No.
can we get this over with? It's... I don't like this. No, no.
Most of the blood should be dry, so don't be shy. I'll grab her shoulders. You can hold onto the legs and hold the doors open.
I guess I'm going to clean a spot on the fridge.
You're free to do whatever after.
I hope he doesn't think I'm taking orders. What the heck?
Thanks. Will do.
He could have done all this alone. I guess he didn't want to. Gonna send everyone a message so they know and don't get shocked. Wouldn't want a random heart attack. Oh, and empty the fridge. Yeah. Then I'll see.
Looking back.
Hey, Sasha, do you have a moment we can talk?
You've gotta be shitting
I'm about to
me.
top score all over this place. Can this wait? So what's the tea? No, not about the tea. About Val.
Give me some sugar.
It's an expression. Means what's the gossip?
Not everything's bad.
Not much to gossip, but we'd like to ask you some questions. If this is about how to put a condom on, let me find Annika first.
Well...
What? No. It's serious. It's about Val's death.
Is that so?
Tragic.
Strange.
Is that how you really feel?
Look here.
Yeah, we can go with that.
I don't want to believe.
Where were you that day? What were you doing?
Ooh, girl.
Don't you have some form I can fill or something instead?
Looking back...
No, but we've got some questions prepared. So where were you?
Girl.
Is this like a timed thing? My instincts tell me to cheat on the tests.
What are you saying?
Sasha, come on, don't waste our time. Miss Thing, you're wasting my time. Literally, fuck my score on the arcade, right? Look, my friends, my pals, my buddies, you're all equally sus to me. Why'd I help you? Sus? Why would we be sus? Conveniently being assigned to the case is pretty sus, IDK. Where were you two that day? You better not tell me you were speaking French between the blondie's lines. Did you kill Val in some weird love triangle, Mia?
Seriously.
That's hella rude and you know it. Tone it down with the sass, please.
However,
I am used to vulgarity, but you take it to the next level. If this is gonna convince you to talk, then fine. I was walking on the beach when Val was murdered.
Is that so?
How convenient, and you just so happen to have an alibi?
Well...
We're not here to interrogate Mia.
Because
she already had hers, or what? I don't know what that means.
Give me
Spill
some
the tea and I prom to help.
Hmm.
Prom? What's a prom?
Ooh,
Half a
girl.
promise. Keep calm, Maria. Keep calm. Feels like Sasha's trying to push all the buttons. I'm not sure I like playing this game.
Seriously.
I can vouch for Mia. We were on the beach together. This writer is such a huge Drag Race fan, I know. Basically, every word out of Sasha's mouth is like a drag reference, or something that they say on Drag Race.
Good one.
So that's why you want to know how to roll a condom. Too late now. Sasha! JK, Miss Thing. Don't ruffle your wig, sis. I can't tell if they're serious or not. Always hard with Sasha.
Is that so?
What was so cool about the beach then?
oh no.
I needed to talk with Harry to replace my contacts. Huh?
Look here.
Yep, sus as fuck, boy. I call it Mia killed Val. I did not. I was with Harry all the time. He even confirmed that. Also, yeah, that line about the contacts, that is not why we were on the beach. They wouldn't replace my contacts without him. They wouldn't.
don't
What
know.
now? What the?
Give me some sugar.
Sussy. What was the reason? If I remember correctly, was it that we were feeling down and she showed up to be with us? Or did we find her on the beach with her feeling down and we stayed with her? Does anyone remember? Last Sunday? Because she was acting weird until we went to the kitchen with her. And then we cooked mac and cheese. And then he goes, oh, she's acting normal again. And then we found the body. Sugar honey iced tea. Does this matter so much now? They said they'll replace my contacts only if we walk together on the beach. Good for the show or something. Can we please focus on Val? Her death is more important than this. Oh. I wonder if she's telling the truth. I don't think so. Mia. I'll talk with her after. Fine, fine. Danke.
I'm serious.
Cool. So, what do you think of her murder? Sucks balls and ass at the same time. But hella weird targets. Why Val? Why Ava? Why didn't they have the time to finish Ava off?
Well...
Did you have any issues with either of them? Other than Ava spamming me constantly? Nah. Spamming you? You know, sending more messages than a thirsty howler date. Not howler.
Strange.
What's a howler date? Oh, I heard of that before. Giovanni mentioned it once a few days ago. Some text app.
Ain't that a bitch?
Ooh, that shady hoe. Text app indeed. Can you tell us more? Do you have any theories? Oh, do you have any theories about the tools used for this murder? You know, the knife and such.
Is that so?
I'll edge you a bit. She could have stabbed herself, and this is just a shit show.
That's...
What? Ava? Why would she? Dunno, just something feels off. Gio mentioned this is weird as shit. I told him you can't just stab yourself at that angle. But he could be right. Ava could have done this with someone. Or maybe this was all a deal. It went wrong and the third party fled.
Huh?
Do you have any suspects?
Merkwürdig.
If you know more, then it could prove your innocence.
Listen.
This ain't Sleuth Paul's best friend race. I ain't telling you any more shit.
Are you serious?
I thought we had an agreement that you'll help us.
Give me some sugar.
Dude, my friend, my blooming rosebud. I said prom. I don't know yet who you chirped with. Not safe for work. So, till I find out, everyone's with cards against the chest. That's why we have to figure that out fast. For all of our safety.
However...
This is only going to cause more disparity between us. Missy, Harry might be giving detective realness with the questions right now, but you... Ava and Val were whispering to each other a lot when they were making Francisca angry. Wait... I sort of remember that. You're talking about at the pool, right, Rosen? I feel like Francisca is sus as well.
Yes.
I could see her pulling a knife and cutting some bitches. You like sniffing everyone's crack. Line so long, you've still got some on your nose. What you gonna do when you find the killer anyway? Right, she was poking the bear. I guess we didn't talk about that.
Ooh, girl.
Knowing you two, it's gonna be a hug. Isn't it, Caesar? Nah, I'm not gagging. For all I care, there could have been two killers, and you're covering for one. German Shepherd here might be a wolf in disguise. Or even worse, someone's organized this with the producers. Miss Walk on the Beach with Harry. How about I give you some alone time? I'm out. Single player game. Sasha, wait! They really slammed the door.
I don't want to believe.
That didn't go as well as I hoped it would.
Seriously.
Their insight would have been great help, but alas, maybe there's still something to their theories. I like how we didn't even ask them why they didn't show up to the body. Like, Sasha and Gio literally did not even come. Maybe there's still something to their theories. Do you really think the producers could be in on this? Lots of possible theories, and I bet we're not even properly started. But why didn't you tell me about the contacts? I feel a bit used.
But...
I'm sorry, Harry. I didn't think it was of any importance until now. I can't help but feel betrayed. I thought we trusted each other, no secrets. Single player again, Harrison. Lie and spare the feelings. At least one of us will feel okay. Let this be a lesson. Bloody hell, can I trust anyone fully here?
It can't be.
I guess there's no harm done. At least we got some nice time together, and you have new contacts. Had we not been together on the beach at the time of the murder, this could have looked real bad for her. I'm not sure how I feel about her hiding this from me. What else is she hiding? Also, yeah, this definitely could have happened the previous day, and the only reason Ava even is involved is because she found the person putting the body in the game room. There's a lot more to unpack. We should get a move on. Okay. So yeah, the character bios app is completely gone. That's weird. And no Wordle. Who should we interrogate next, guys? Who do you think? We think Val was dead for a little while because they said that her body was cold. Let's go talk to Lumi.
Strange.
Maybe we should talk to Lumi now. See what she can tell us about her whereabouts during the attack. Unless you want to do something else first.
Mate.
Hi. Hey. Oh, hi.
What
Is
are you
Ava
saying?
doing okay? Ava's still unconscious, but all indications are that she's stable. We did what we could with the first aid kit, namely the IV fluids and the bandages. Anika did the bandaging under my supervision. Her wound wasn't deep. No organs were perforated. But the recovery of the inflicted wound will still take some time. And before that, there's still a concern of if or when she will be conscious again. Anika did the bandaging. I know. Anika could be sus, honestly. If she's the one watching the body, we could find Ava dead, and then we would have to kind of look at Anika and Lumi. I don't have a lot of medical tools to help her or predict anything. Anika did the bandaging. It does. Does anyone have a profession that's actually useful? Closest thing we got is a maid. Otherwise, Gio is a mafia, like a mafia leader, so he's fucking very dangerous. Francisca's a mechanic. Lumi is a student. Don is a student and athlete. Val was like a rich heir. Ava's a TikToker. Annika's a maid. Isaac, question mark? I don't even know if he has a job. Isaac is probably a professional loner. Mia and Sasha both work in like some kind of tech IT type job. That's terrifying.
I don't want to believe.
We just have to hope for the best. There was some blood loss. Also, according to Anika, a prior dehydration state. So she was drunk? Harrison is a bus driver. Sasha works IT and Mia is the programmer. Okay, that's right. Caused by a prolonged stay outdoors under the sun. Without the proper consumption of liquids. I suspect hypovolemic shock.
However,
Care to explain what that means?
Thinking this
In layman's terms, it's a progressive shutdown response from the body. Due to blood loss or loss with other important fluids, the victim gets tachycardic. They get a fast heart rate and eventually confusion, weakness, and unconsciousness. So the priority was to stop the blood loss and replace the lost fluids. Like I said, the first goal was achieved. The second is still in progress.
Merkwürdig.
You really know your medical terms. VLR. So, anybody want to talk about Ice 9? I'm various years away from being a professional in that area.
Strange.
As far as I know, you are a chemistry graduate, not a medical student. Exactly.
It can't
Thank you,
be.
Lumi. Who knows what Ava's state would be without your help. I just hope there's nothing less charitable behind that help.
Accurate.
No problem.
Mer-
Where were you when they attacked?
Thinking
I was
less
reading a bit
rationally.
about the latest research on polyhydroxycanoates.
I don't know.
Ah. You're gonna go play Street Fighter? Eesh. Well, this is probably as good as this game is gonna get, so we'll have to clue you in later. Say what?
I see.
Natural polyesters. Traditional industries overuse aromatic polymers in polyesters. They are processed from aromatic hydrocarbons present in non-renewable sources. Besides the less ecological nature of these materials, there are also practical limitations in analysis. It requires strong electron donating co-solvents for analysis. She's kind of having a quantum physics explanation lecture moment right now. Like in proton nuclear magnetic resonance. I'm
What are
sorry,
you saying?
it's all probably very interesting, but I don't think I get any of it. Did anyone see you studying? Well, Anika brought me coffee, approximately 15 before Mia's scream.
Strange.
Are you sure about that estimate? Yeah, now tell us about Schrodinger's cat, and, what's that one Rosen always brings up? I'm sure he's gonna say it shortly.
Thinking less rationally.
Not the anthropic principle, another one. Depends on what you think sure means. The Monty Hall problem, yes, that's what I had in mind. I'm 98% certain of the information I gave. Anagrams, Latin, yeah, gotta be one of all of the above. Okay, thank you for all the information.
Sure.
Thank you.
Accurate.
No problem. Alright, Don. What have you got for us, bud? Don, sorry to bother, but can we talk a little bit about Val? Hoi, right now? Okay, I can do fast. I'm prepared. Prepared for
I don't
interrogation?
Hi.
Yeah, got everything down. Easier for everyone. The viability of a fire extinguisher as a bludgeoning tool? My Jumpy! What do you want to start with? That's thoughtful. A bit sketchy he prepared. Did he rehearse this to cover his tracks? How about we start with where you were and what you were doing?
Not giving up.
Alright, so, got up at 8 sharp, did my cleaning routine. Continued with breakfast, I had cereals and fruit pieces. Aquatique? Greetings, happy Saturday. Right after I prepared my pre-workout snack and post-workout lunch. High protein as usual, this time it was cheese and chicken. Did you see anyone during breakfast time?
Pal.
Yeah, I did. I briefly met with Ava. She was setting up a snack for the pool. Anyone else? Oh, right. I think I saw Anika go into the kitchen as I left. I don't know if I saw anyone else, though.
Merkwürdig.
But do you recall everything else you did in detail?
Hey.
Sure do. Right after I went to the gym, I was alone that morning. Well, depending on the weekday, I see either Giovanni, Lumi, or Ava. Sometimes more than one, in various combinations. Anywho, often we end up training together. But because we have different workout days, plans don't always align. That day was like so. And you were alone in the gym?
Flash!
Yeah, it was fun though. I like training even when alone. The day was top focus, but I always start with light cardio. Was followed up by 20 sit-ups and 20 ab crunches. I had 2 sets of 8 reps for triceps. I do dips. Followed with 3 sets of 15 bicep curls. 2 sets of rainbow slams and 2 sets of dumbbell pullovers. Both 10 reps. Last was Superman with arm extensions, 4 sets of 10 reps. Most people focus on one thing. I tend to focus more on legs, for a good reason, heh. But I still do universal training. Keeps the body healthy. Woo! Flex! I want to know the details, but this is not exactly what I was thinking. Surprisingly accurate, even for a common routine. Is he honest about it, or just use this as an excuse? It might be a routine, he usually does, but just slapped it in here for a cover-up. Was there anyone passing by, even if just briefly? Yeah, it's hard to say if he's being sus or not, because I feel like he's been nothing but, like, super, like, wholesome and, like, pure-hearted, but then we uncover dirt on him that, like, he has kind of shady background, so I don't know. Sorry. Even if it was, I might not have paid attention. I get really invested in my exercise. What did you do after? Oh yeah, sauna for 30 minutes. 10 and 10 intervals with 10 in between. Had post-workout lunch outside. Went for a brief jog as a cool down. Immediately after, I went in the shower. When I came out, that's when I heard the screams. Seems plausible.
Sad.
Damn, poor Val. Still can't believe it. Could have been either of us, you know? If only I was there faster. Could have saved her, that's for sure. If it was me attacked, I would put up a fight. No way the killer would have taken me down so easily. Is it just me, or is he talking more than usual? He really covers all his bases. Always the aspiring hero, but he is also one of the more physically fit here. He could have overpowered her easily, but is that the case for Ava? Did you see anything else noteworthy that day? Anything at all?
Hi.
Nah, nothing. Was a chill day. Kinda thinking everyone was just relaxing and stuff. I'd planned to join Ava by the pool if she was still there. But, like, heard the screams instead. Rushed out. Run. The rest, you know. Sad. Really shame. Pot for Dory. If only I was a bit faster. This just shows how super important it is to train. Don't beat yourself up too hard. It was already too late at that point. Did they even figure out the cause of death at this point? They're just like, kitchen knife, blood. We need a Monokuma file. Getting there earlier might have meant you'd be dead too. Unless he is the killer, in which case speed does help. Oh, Don, you know how you and me text sometimes? Did you do that with Val too? Sometimes. Not as much like with the others. What about? Really depends. Like, cheese, I guess? Feels like Val's a people person. She doesn't text much. Did you text with Val that specific day? Nah, just Ava. Yikes. Ava writes a lot. A lot. I just reply with smiley faces. Work smart. Smirk. I feel like the interrogation might be a little more meaningful if they at least knew that. I mean, it seems plausible to think that she was stabbed, right? Because of the type of wound she had and the weapon on there, but, it's a little weird because why would the murderer leave the knife at the scene of the crime? So it could be found? Question mark? Or they left in a panic. They don't have the expertise to really examine the body, that's true. None of them are claiming to be a detective. I think that's pretty much how everyone reacts to Ava's messages. This is a lot of information already. It's best we mull over this a bit, make our gears turn. Thank you, Don. It has been helpful. Lumi knew all the dehydration stuff. Yeah, true. I feel like we just need Lumi on our side instead of Mia. Maybe Lumi is secretly best girl.
Hi.
Yeah, cool. No probs. Let me know how else I can help.
Thanks.
I'm glad you answered openly.
I say.
We've no rules, so you
Maybe-
can always ask for me to aid you in the investigation. Even if I'm a civilian, I love to help. Super excited for it. Excited for the murder? Yeah, sure. See you later in that case. We'll be on our way. Bye, I'm guessing. Yep, see ya. A text from Anika. Ava woke up 2 hours ago. Well, she told me earlier. I've got to message Mia. So many questions to ask. I'll meet with Mia at Ava's. The door is open. Blimey, she looks alright for someone who almost died just days ago.
Heart's like, LOL, saw a ghost or what?
Oh my god.
And you didn't even bring chocolate.
Huh. Already in high spirits. Look at you. Ever so lush.
I tried dying. It didn't fit me, XD.
Annie is happy Ava is feeling better, but she needs a lot of rest.
Figures. How's the wound?
Totally feels like I climbed freaking Mount Everest. It hurts like a lot.
I feel like she's gonna die.
She took a lot of painkillers already.
I'm gonna be walking and twerking in no time. NP.
Don't push yourself too much.
Behind that smile, I can only imagine the pain. She has a lot of strength to push through such an emotional situation. Or she's just that much of a zoomer and doesn't care about anything. Don't worry, Ava. I'll find out who attacked you.
Annie and Lumi talked about it. Lumi thinks it will take a few days before Ava can walk well. Yeah.
She's also high as a kite because of the painkillers, yeah.
But now that you're here, Annie will go make some food for Ava.
Yeah.
Annie hopes you don't mind watching over her a while.
Yeah, and Anika, please don't be alarmed if you see a corpse in the walk-in fridge. Thank you.
Not at all. Of course. Mia will be here in a minute too.
Annie will be right back, swiftly.
LOL, this reminds me of that one time I passed out on the street. I was so drunk. Next thing I remember, I was in the hospital.
I like how she giggles. Hospital.
Makes sense. I'm super resilient. I'm an Aquarius.
I don't know if I should be concerned or happy you're so joyful.
Stings like a bitch, but I'm alive. I like to focus on the positives. Can't believe I almost died. LOL. Didn't see that one coming.
She's so stupid.
I'm scared.
I'm feeling like 10 times better now that you guys are here.
Oh. A knock, it must be Mia. Maybe Tom's right. Maybe it's good that she's still alive.
Hello, it's Mia. May I come in?
Yes, a party!
Maybe not just yet. I'll get it.
Ava, I'm so happy you're awake. How are you doing?
LOL,
She
did
became
you, like,
too
invite
powerful.
The whole town over? Wait till I put some makeup on and get all pretty. Unks tried her best, but like my hair ends are not just split, they're drop down divorced.
You always look pretty, Ava. Best focus on healing right now.
Her wound is apparently healing, but it will take some time before she can walk.
She's so blazed about almost dying that I wonder if she's secretly the killer. I feel like she's just ridiculous. Hey, Arrow, good to see you. Happy Saturday. Life is, you know what? Life is good, all things considered. I've got my gripes, but you know what? It's fine. We've got our gripes, but we are overall doing great. How are you? Imagine you're the person that tried to kill Ava and seeing her like this. True. She received the all-important plot armor. I want her to be the dumb survivor who's there to the end. I'm kind of thinking that because there's no class trial format, what if the murderer kills a few more characters before we catch them? Started a new career. It's wonderful to be out of serving. Oh my god. Amen to that. Arrow. I remember when I had my first job outside of doing waiting tables, and I was like, woo! It feels so good to not have to do that anymore. I will never go back. But I'm glad I did do it for a time. I feel like, I don't know, it played on certain strengths I have. So it wasn't a bad job, it's just one that I got tired of. She'd get your vote at the final tribal, yeah.
I heard Lumika's change my bandage every day.
Super, I'm glad you're on the right path.
I'm a bit worried about your mental health, Ava.
We all are.
I feel you're putting on a brave face. I just hope you're not exerting yourself.
Ugh, I shouldn't have said that. She looks teary-eyed now.
I could do with a gyro and chocolate ice cream.
Considering the circumstance, surely the producers can do a special delivery?
Maybe we could have a big feast when you feel ready to walk.
You have a big heart, Mia. I'd love that too, but not right now. Nobody's in the mood to celebrate, not while a killer's around. I'm officially done. I was a corporate trainer. I had to be on all effing day. It was exhausting, and now I put in print media. Ooh, okay. Very cool. Well, congrats on the new career. I will drink to that. And yeah, I mean, you're basically a performer when you are working as any level of server, you know? It's very much like, I have to be on and happy and accommodating, and even if you're really difficult and awful and piss me off, I have to act like it doesn't bother me. Which, you know what, actually translates really well into streaming. Your voice has gone down 2 octaves. I remember one time an unhinged person at one of my tables told me that they thought I should work at Disneyland. And I was like, I must be putting on too much of a show. No, I love you guys. I hate the Randys that pop in for one stream and try to harass me or tell me how to play things unwarranted. Not the Mickey Mouse voice, could you imagine? Hello! No. Nope, nope, nope. But, yeah, no, at some point, because I was a waiter for a few years, and I think at one point I was like, oh, I need to make sure that I'm talking in my normal voice. Do they know you? Don't tell me how to play. It will actually make me do the opposite of what they recommend, yeah. Because I am what? Extremely stubborn. Hey, speaking of being stubborn, we had a Iron Man Fire Emblem Engage run end today, and that was actually very good TV, I feel. Amazing.
Listen, Ava, what did Lumi and Annika talk to you about?
The kitchen is closed.
And that you're my knight in shining armor, ready to catch the bastard.
Did either of them tell you about Valerie?
Yeah, like, I guess that's why I'm lucky, right?
Okay, maybe don't laugh about it.
Alive to party another day.
I haven't seen your gentleman in a while. So Kevin is good. He is currently at work. But yeah, same old, same old. We've been together for like 8 years now, so we're kind of like an old married couple, I feel like. They are not asking who... Yeah, why are they not asking who the fuck stabbed you?
maybe if I was dead, Bali would be alive and lucky.
Harrison is literally the worst.
That's Survivor's Guild, Eva. Don't think about such things. The best thing you can do is heal and help us find out who did this.
You're a strong gal, Ava. If you can answer any questions, that'd be fantastic.
And you better have questions, Harrison. You better have them.
Totally. I don't know everything that happened, but like, all I remember is like, pop into your brains.
What?
To put it frankly, did you see the attacker?
Nope. Like, one moment, Bali looked right through me, like, behind me.
Wait, does that mean she was alive? Or Ava was stabbed first?
Then, before I turned around, worst pain of my life. I can't believe I got literally backstabbed. You guys, like, I even tried to look who the fucker was. But I passed out too fast. LOL. A good thing I can hold my drinks better. Last thing I heard was Bali scream.
Okay, so she was alive. Ava was stabbed first, and then maybe someone protected Ava and killed Val. I think... Well, okay, here's what doesn't make sense. If she was stabbed first, why was the wound shallow? Why would they shallow, like, if you're attacking someone, maybe they just had to do it fast? So I'm assuming the way that she's telling this, Val sees behind her and screams for some reason. Ava gets stabbed and tossed to the side, and then the killer goes up and kills Val. But why wouldn't they finish Ava? Maybe they only hated Val. So that makes me think it's Francesca. Because she fucking hated Val. And she would cut a bitch. Francisca.
Then I blanked out. It's crazy. I can't believe this happened. I still feel like I'm in a fever dream.
I was hoping this was gonna be easy, and you'd just tell me who did it.
Harix, it breaks my tiny little heart. Let me think a bit. Oh! Whoever attacked me was totally a flatbread. I had boyfriends with bigger boobs.
Oh. No, it couldn't be Val, because she said she saw Val in front of her, and then she got stabbed. Yeah, Fran has boobs. Who doesn't have boobs? Lumi. Lumi. Isaac. Don. Harrison!
That actually narrows it down a bit.
Mm-hmm, Mia. She went through quite the shock. I hope what she remembers is accurate. Yeah, I'm actually gonna say Gio is tall and imposing, so you'd be able to see him from behind somebody. ignoring the painful buildup it took to get here, at least the murder isn't obvious. I was scared that that was going to happen, Rosen. And yeah, I actually think this is fun theorizing about it. I feel like we're having our usual visual novel mystery banter, which I love. So, plus, you know, attitude up rating for Inescapable. We're going full Manchurian Candidate? Maybe. We went from playing Wordle to Clue. That's such a good way of summarizing this game. She went through quite the shock. I hope what she remembers is accurate.
Do you have any idea who it could have been?
Like, not that many options, lol. Can't be Danike. He actually confessed his love. And from what I heard, it can't be you, lol, because, like, you weren't even close.
Yeah, if she's telling the truth about this timeline, it couldn't have been Mia. Even though Mia's so sus, because Mia was with us.
Huh? What?
Yeah, like Lumika's mentioned, you found us, actually. Thanksies.
I was more, huh?
I'd say sorry, but I'm not.
By what you said about dying.
Hey, Hydreigon. No, Wordle's done. We only had to do like 60 Wordles. And then we are done. Now we're trying to solve a murder.
That's probably irrelevant, but I suppose it makes him less likely.
I think someone mentioned a love triangle at one point. I sure hope it's not the case.
What about our pet rock? We think it got involved somehow.
We're working on a theory. Maybe it was placed there on purpose.
I'm glad we don't do the fishing.
It was on the ground, bloodied, next to the
Fuck that fishing minigame.
So, like what? Did Rocky and Roll attack us?
No, it's probably just us being silly.
Another knock. I bet it's Annika.
I'll get it.
Annie's back! Annie has eggs and a bit of fish. Tasty and nutritious for Ava. Lumi suggested a few things to gain back vitamins and make better blood. At least that's what Annie thinks Lumi said. Lumi is very... yeah.
Oh god. And then we feed her poisoned food and she dies. Annie is innocent? Right, because she has an enormous maid rack.
Confusing.
I bet you're feeling a tad peckish.
Ooh, like most of my dreams are just gyros, but that sounds tasty, Youngs!
We've still got some more questions, but perhaps it's best you rest. For now.
Yeah, you have to die so you can't provide any more information.
If you ever need to talk, Ava, we're here for you. I can't even imagine what you're feeling right now.
Aw, thanks, you guys. Totally mega appreciated. You're, like, super nice.
Annie and Lumi will keep watch on Ava.
Much appreciated, Annika. Holla if you need anything.
I keep thinking of what Giovanni said. Ava doesn't know who attacked them both. But we have some clues now, at least. The smartest move is to tell everyone she doesn't know the attacker. It'll keep her safe, at least from the so-called unfinished business. As for the reason behind the attack and who did it, we'll find out. Someone here is lying. I just have to figure out who.
Tomorrow is another day, Mia. It's kinda late, and I hear my bed calling. We've got enough information for today. Let's mull over it.
Alles klar, Harry. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Shit, we can't... I wanted to talk to Francisca. What do you think, guys? Which of the three? We already talked to Lumi once. And then there's Isaac and Anika. Anika might be helpful in terms of remembering something. I kind of feel like talking to Isaac is just going to be a waste of time, but he is a suspect. Let's try Anika. Haven't seen Annie this sad before.
It's not like
Annie,
that.
I know you're upset, but we should discuss the attack. Annie can gather herself up, maybe. Well, however Annie can help, Annie will.
Meine Kleine.
It's much appreciated, Annie.
Well,
To say it's unfortunate is an understatement. Did we just start this game? Nah, this is like maybe week 3 or 4, Thomas. This is week 3. We are currently solving a murder. Basically, the young French heiress was found murdered in the game room, and we have to figure out who did it. Oh, you mean today? Nah, we started about an hour and a half ago. One of many murders, perhaps. The plot, however, just started. Yeah, that is the truth. Yep, Engage Iron Man got wiped on Chapter 23. Rest in pieces. This is a good time to go make another drink, because we're about to talk to the maid. So I will be right back. Ani. Peggy lost almost everybody except Fagato and Chloe. Yep. I would do an Iron Man and Engage again. That was very fun. Definitely, I looked forward to streaming it every single time that we did, so... Good streaming experience. Okay. To say it's unfortunate is an understatement. But for the sake... Conquest? Oh my lord! But for the sake of all of us, we have to see this through.
However...
The only thing we can do now is bring justice. Annie understands it's for Valerie. Annie's heartbroken many pieces. Valerie still has blood on Annie's clothes. Can we help you with that in any way? Maybe Lumi knows this some solution.
I'm serious.
Or we can ask for a stronger detergent from producers. Annie tried. Annie tried many things. The white is hard to wash. Annie had blood all over. The front is hard to clean. White. There was so much blood. So much. Perhaps it's best if you take a break from maid stuff.
However...
You've been busy taking care of everything, even now. Did you eat today? Yes, Annie ate 4 hours ago, but if Annie stops, someone else might suffer. There is a lot of bacteria, and not everyone eats properly. I'm suggesting everyone is still a bit shaken. I'm guessing everyone is still a bit shaken. But that's just another reason why we've got to be diligent. It's good to take control of the situation and find some order. In that sense, it's appreciated you are helping out with the cleaning and cooking. Annie does what Annie always had to do. Anika hopes Ava will be okay. She got blood all over her face. How did Ava get blood on her face? That's... yeah. She just said Ava got blood all over her face. But the story Ava told us is that she was attacked from behind. It was just tomato sauce. Interesting. No. What if Ava and Val were plotting to kill someone together? Like Sayaka style. And then the person just overpowered, like knocked Ava out and then stabbed the shit out of Val. And that person was Francesca. I'm just, or Francisca, sorry. I think, okay. She'll be fine, I'm sure of it. She just needs to rest and recover. Lumi also said that. I don't like the leaving Ava alive. Which means Ava might have been in on it. Annie couldn't clean her hair properly, but now that she's awake, Annie can help. As soon as Ava feels a bit better, Annie will do a spa care treatment with her. So wait, if this means Ava is lying, then that means no one's cleared anymore. Then Ava would cheer up a bit. Annie hopes. Her care seems genuine, but it's too early to exclude anyone. For all I know, she could be the greatest actress of all time. Maybe the least expected one did it. A turn of the screw, I feel.
Seriously.
Let's talk a bit about that day. Did you notice anything strange with Val or Ava?
What?
Ava was having a good day. She ate mango by the pool early on. Huh? After breakfast, Annie didn't see Ava. What about Val?
Yeah?
Valerie skipped fika with Annie. She was very upset. Yeah, angry, maybe. Valerie and Annie have fika now and then, in the afternoon. She never drinks coffee at that hour. Is that tea? Annie always brings 2 cubes of sugar for Valerie's tea. Is that a routine? Does it happen daily? Not as much as Annie would like. Often, Annie goes to fika alone. Annie misses the daily newspaper from Sweden. We can get free newspaper in Sweden. Maybe in the future you could go fika with me, Annie. Annie would like that. Annie can make you the lemon tea you like. So thoughtful, huh? How quaint. She seems to have an exceptional memory. You're very good at memorizing details. Anika has to. It is part of Anika's job to memorize. Routines, exceptions, allergies, preferences, even schedules. Interesting. What were you doing that day? Ani was busy with daily tasks of cleaning and cooking. Ani didn't sleep very well and was a bit slow. Ani took a small break after talking with Lumi in the afternoon at 5:25. After Lumi's coffee, everything went into chaos. Then Valerie... Annie should never take a break. Ani, secretly the Prime Minister. Could it be? That way, nobody else will die. You did all you could to help, Anika. As we said, it's greatly appreciated.
Looking back.
Particularly now when things are more difficult. Annie hopes Annie doesn't feel too good. Right. Felicia definitely would half-assedly try to kill someone. Don't push yourself too hard either. If you can't take care of yourself, how will you take care of somebody else? Harry is right. Love yourself as much as you love others. Annie will try. If only Annie had some... So I have a question. Did she say that she had tea with Val that day? Valerie skipped... Okay, so she skipped the tea. She was very angry. Okay. That means that she texted with her. You need to ask her to see the messages. Yes, it's just candy, but it makes Annie happy. Happier. We could still have some sweets in the pantry, but if not, just ask the producers. There's no doubt they won't comply, particularly in this situation.
Annie helps.
Annie will try. Lakrits would be delicious right now. Annie's mouth is already tasting bitter. Try to get some rest after. What do you think? My heart tells me she's truly innocent, but I know that is how we trap ourselves. I've seen this before in some shows. I thought the same. She really did put in a lot of work, however. What's more curious in that is that Anne Lumi would be so proud of me right now. I think she has hypertemesia, or some weird case of it. It's a thing where people remember stuff really well. Hypertemesia?
Mate.
A cousin of my mom's has this condition. They remember almost everything as it just happened. It could be Anika has the same conditions, or some degree of it.
Serious.
That could be, but don't exclude the possibility she's lying. Or just really a good maid and with a strong memory. Either case, until we can verify with proof, it remains just hearsay. Though Anika's and Valerie's dynamic is somewhat uncanny to begin with. How so?
Well...
If you think of maid in high class, you know, that social level difference, I doubt both of them being here is just a coincidence in that regard. That's true. They are a weird dynamic.
Sure.
I don't want to fall on any theory, however. For now, best to just keep in mind what Anika said. If she really does have an exceptional memory, that will help a lot. Let's get going. There's still much to do and unravel. Okay. Geo. I want to talk to Francisca. Ani should have been our ride or die. Look, we had a maid ride or die in Danganronpa Another, and look how that ended.
Strange.
We can talk to Francisca now. Is that something I should play? Nano, if you find
Absolutely not.
If you find yourself missing Danganronpa, I do recommend... I recommend Danganronpa Another 1, and if you're feeling that one, then play Danganronpa Another 2. I really liked Danganronpa Another 1. The minigames suck, though. In the class trials, they suck. I don't think anything has ever made me more furious on stream than that stupid Flappy Bird game in Danganronpa Another 2. We still don't know where she was during the incident. Should we talk to her now? Francisca looks annoyed to see us.
Well...
Hey, Francisca, can we talk to you for a bit?
I don't think it's fair.
Yes.
Seriously.
We would like to know more about your whereabouts during the attack.
Porra!
Aren't we fancy all of a sudden?
Merkwürdig.
Huh? Nothing, Fila. I was in my room.
However...
What were you doing? None of your business. What a sharp answer.
I'm serious.
The producers made this our business.
Hey.
Now, the producers made this Harry's business.
What are you saying?
You're just weaseling out of answering my question.
Porra!
I don't have to tell you what I was doing in my room. You just need to know that I was inside my room. Right? Commissar Max? Max was the dog. Exactly. I don't even know if we can press her to tell us more about it. Did anyone see you? You need to ask the questions, Harry! What are you doing? Big place, not lots of people. No.
Merkwürdig.
Not a strong alibi. And you were not a fan of either of the victims. The posh rich lady and the annoying and vapid socialite. That's not enough for me to kill.
However...
You're not very talkative today.
Hey.
Not in the party mood, no. Did you text with either of them? Ava or Valerie? Never traded messages with Valerie. Ava sent me some, by the way. Never even opened them.
Strange.
No more questions. Harry? No.
I'm serious.
We're leaving you alone for now. Yeah, let's go. Well, that was weird.
Well...
First time in Val's room. Really didn't think it'd be this simple looking. Then again, my room is also. I guess I was expecting a perfumery of sorts, or maybe a blood bath. What are we looking for exactly? Messages, notes, a diary?
Strange.
Anything that could connect her to someone else. So I'll look at anything suspicious. Let's see. On first glance, the place looks neat. Some plushies on the bed, lots of books and magazines, hair products, a mannequin, some papers and pencils on the table.
Seriously.
You can check the books. I'll look at those sketches and notes.
However...
Clar, give me a second to see what she has been reading. There's a lot of papers and notebooks on the table. Sketches, they all look like dresses. Very flowy and puffy gowns, actually. Kinda gothic, if you ask me. I didn't know Val had such an artistic talent. These are amazingly well drawn. All of them have notes. It makes me believe they're tailoring remarks. Val seemed to be really into fashion. Even more, design. I thought her passion was perfumes. Could I have been wrong about her? I should have looked more into the contestants. Now is too late for Val.
Looking back...
There's a lot of fashion sketches here. She was designing dresses. Let me see. The books don't offer any clues. They're just French and English literature. Very heavy literature, however. There's a mannequin here, too. I think Valerie was into fashion more than we think. Mia looks surprised to see these sketches.
Oh my god!
These look very well done. On par with my artwork. Valerie was also an artist. Artists put a lot of soul into their work, I can tell. She's dedicated to the craft. Looking around, it does seem we barely knew Val. Plushies, comics, was this really her? The room looks neat. She was meticulous in keeping things tidy. Look on the bed. There's more magazines. I think comics and plushies. These magazines look very cartoony. Reminds me of a lot of anime. They're even in Japanese or Korean or something. I just realized the plushies in the magazines, they are anime. Or, well, mangas. I didn't put two and two together, but I think this is a short anime show. Artist Warlock. Art is what now? A collab of various artists in a short series. As far as I know, the show features a lot of the same Lolita fashion style. And an otter? No, I don't think so. Why? The plush. Maybe... Must just be a random toy then. She was also a weeb. Check the drawers. I'll look in the nightstand. Alright. However, so far no clue. I only feel more alienated. I didn't know Val watched anime. Oh yes. Piecing two and two together, I figured. There's some magazines of anime fashion on the nightstand. She must have used them for inspiration.
Well...
I knew she was going to be an entrepreneur one day. With the perfume industry, that is. I had no idea she was so much into fashion. Why would she have a mannequin, though? We've only one set of clothes.
Strange.
Maybe sentimental value or just decoration. I feel like we don't have the entire story. Val, perhaps in another lifetime, I would have known you better. Alas, your story remains untold. Drawers are full of magazines, crossword puzzles, a thesaurus, another sketch pad, and more pencils. Some fabric samples, I think. There's nothing here, unless it's written in some specific book. Yeah, they have to wear the same clothes for 6 months, and all they have to change into is a, like, wetsuit or, like, beachwear. Nothing that looks like a journal, either. Valerie was secretive, I believe. I don't know if she'd have written it down, but you're right. Nothing here that would tell us who killed her, or why.
I'm serious.
Harry, I'm thinking... She had to know both Dan and I like anime. I wonder why she never spoke up. There's a lot of questions left unanswered, I feel. I knew I had to keep a close eye on everything. This just confirms my theory. So I wonder if getting a better route means you have to bond with Valerie, specifically. Otherwise she dies and this happens. Everyone here has something to hide. Now it's too late for Valerie. I'll take some of these notebooks with me and look through them better. See if there's anything of importance that we missed. Good idea. Let's keep all this to ourselves. Valerie kept all of this secret for a reason. I feel she didn't open up. Maybe we didn't give her the chance. That and who knows what else. Alright. I think we're done here. Let's move on. Okay, so they found basically nothing. Day 69, nice. Okay, so we haven't talked to Isaac or Giovanni. We've talked to all the other options. And Francisca's dialogue was sus. Let's see what Isaac has to say.
Mundane.
I divined your approach, for I am the mighty Vrizzle. Is that your persona for the week or something?
In my
Foolish
presence?
Time Walker, you may never know. Speak your mind. The demise of yet another mortal. It wasn't yet another mortal, she was our friend.
However...
She was killed, and the killer is among us. It could have been you or me too, you know.
Mundane.
But it wasn't. You don't seem upset over her death.
Mundane.
Do you know what ineffable means, Harrison? No, not quite.
In my
Even if I were to say I am tormented, what does that mean to you? How could you quantify my emotion? What do you judge it on? My face? How loud I cry? Or how many wrinkles I have? All of that can be faked. All of it can be just theatrics. You don't have a unit of you don't have a unit of measure. No seconds or meters to count. Do not pretend you understand the implication of your very own words, nor what it means for me to grieve or seem upset. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were actually sad.
I'm serious.
We would still like to talk about her death, however hard it may be. Anyone is still a possible culprit until we can find out and prove it who did it. If it eases your feeble thoughts, I did not do it. I wouldn't kill with such distinct lack of artistry. That's good to know. Let's start with where you were on that day. Remind me, when was it?
However...
November 18th. It really wasn't that long ago. You should remember. Ah, yes, of course. And fill my mind with useless information. So, where were you? The date? I was ensuring the gate between our worlds is safe. Could you be just a little more precise?
How
Any more knowledge and your mind shall crumble. It is ill prepared. He's being very, vague. Dare not peer into the abyss, for it might peer back at you. If we don't get to the bottom of this, everyone's world will crumble. I think that's far more important.
Strange.
So you were nearby at least. You came pretty fast.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
yes, certainly
understand,
nearby.
Hollow.
I heard the screams quite clearly. That puts him close to the crime scene.
Well...
Wait, doesn't that not make sense? They said that the game room is soundproof. Wait, Wait. Don, Ani, and this guy are all saying they heard the screams when we were in a soundproof room. Is this a loophole? Like, what's going on? What did you see? Was there anyone with you? I saw unfathomable potential. Wasted. Most of you could become so much more, but alas. Yeah, maybe she screamed too close to the door. Harry means who or what did you see regarding the murder, not us.
Mundane.
I very much understand what Harry means. You're dodging the question. Not at all. I just
know.
answered in a way you didn't expect. Have you learned a lesson about expectations today?
Seriously.
I was hoping it'd be a lot easier to find out who did it, but it's surprisingly difficult when people are answering like this.
So
Again with the
boring.
expectations. Do you think that I would just say, oh yes, you caught me? Well, no, not Valerie's scream. They heard Mia scream. Because Mia, when we found the body, Mia screamed, and that's what, like, alerted people. I thought you said you didn't do it. Is that a rhetorical question?
In my
Precisely. Another lesson on people. My, I'm so generous today. You see, when you peer beyond the veil, you gain unfathomable knowledge. I'm willing to share this with you when you are ready to learn the truth. And we should be thankful? And you should be thankful. Great. So about the murder. Were you with anyone?
You wouldn't understand.
Only me and my
Hollow.
infinite self.
Seriously.
So nobody can vouch for you then. Unless you trust Cart to scry that for you. Who? To do what?
Mundane.
Never you mind. Another world which you obviously can't see through. I shall wait patiently until the day when you may see beyond the 2 meters ahead. You will understand, my genius, then. The curse of mortal beings. Time is ever so merciless.
Are you
Time is not exactly helping, no. Perhaps you can pull some favors.
Oh, the
You're asking
master
too much,
knows.
but I will impart one thing with you. The day was quiet, perhaps even more so than usual. Even breakfast and my between breakfast and my shrouding, there was no activity. Once I returned, the deed was already done. I was gone for a good portion of the day. Maybe something happened then. So much for a great diviner. As much as I love being in 2 places at the same time, sometimes it is impossible. Peering past the veil requires all my imagination. I have to be sure the passage is clear and I am undetected.
I'm serious.
While alone?
In
All
my-
alone. Super, that's great to hear.
Determine
Oh, you
my-
hollow me. You will one day return to me in desperation. Mark my words. I highly doubt there's any more to his story. From what I understand, he was alone and saw nobody since breakfast. Is it too much to ask for this to be just a wee bit easier? Thanks for everything, Isaac. We'll continue on our way. Enjoy whatever you were doing, mighty sorcerer. Wizard.
the
I was not born
hollows.
with magical aptitudes. I had to fight tooth and claw to break past mediocrity. Now flee before you annoy me further. Don't rattle your wand. We're going. Okay, so remind me to never talk to that guy again. Alright, let's go talk to Gio.
However,
There he is. Harry, just be careful, okay? It's
Oh,
Giovanni
he
we're
needs
talking
no
with.
aid.
We don't know how he'll handle interrogation. Giovanni, can we talk a bit? You two, eh? Heard you're going around, talky-talky with people alone. Oh, we're just trying to gather information and see this through. Whatever. Do your roleplay, pup. It's for the best of all of us, Giovanni. We'll find out who did it and fix this.
Listen.
Yeah, sure you will, boy. Is that sarcasm?
strange.
Why are you so against helping out?
Merda.
Kiddo, do you mind? I'm working out. And we're trying to find the killer. What then, huh? What will you do with them after? You don't think too much. There's no police here. What do you want to know? How I killed her? Who's gonna arrest me? Oh, what? That's surprisingly easy. None confessed before. Really? Chikazo, boy, I am making a joke.
But
You shouldn't be making jokes when someone died, Gio. How do you know that? Maybe that's how I cope.
Well,
I think that what Mia means is that you're very calm about this.
I'm serious.
Even in the mood for jokes. Of course, of course. Do you have any idea how many people I saw killed? Just one more girl on the list. Not sure if he's hiding some feelings or this is true.
However,
a girl whose name you know and spent time with.
Listen.
Yeah, so? Poor girl, yeah, I'm devastated.
seriously.
You don't sound devastated.
No, the
I
worst
internalize a
idea.
lot of my problems. Sarcasm again? Or maybe it's true given he's here.
why?
Can you at least tell us where you were earlier?
You got me there.
Visiting Louvre. Drawing a mustache on Mona Lisa.
Well,
Right, obviously. He did care enough to want to have her buried, true. It's in everyone's interest to solve this. Can you at least try a bit? What did you see or what did you hear before the murder?
Let me think.
You know those tiny things when you kinda close your eyes. Like little creatures that float in your sight. Giovanni, be serious for a moment, just for a few questions.
it's not like
You have
that.
the most experience with murders. What do you think of this?
See,
Alright,
see.
fine, I'll help you. Then you can't say Giovanni isn't a nice guy.
Seriously.
Thanks. So?
Ascolta.
There's 2 girls attacked. Obviously, someone tried to keep it quiet. What do you mean by that? The rooms are soundproof.
Listen.
The hell, kiddo? Did I stutter? Listen. There were no people nearby, yeah? Presumably.
Huh.
You can't really hear the screams, but you could maybe see activity. The killer probably got them before anyone could help, when they were alone. You know, to hide their tracks, keep sneaky. So others don't expect anything.
Strange.
There's a theory.
Ah.
Did you see either of them that day before the murder?
Però
Yeah.
come
Ava
dire,
was sunbathing by the
c'è
pool. She's pretty crazy about her looks.
Merkwürdig.
Don't you do the same thing? Of course. How do you think I knew? Makes sense. How's your relationship with Valerie? As said, she's just there, a random kiddo in the bunch. She was too squeamish, probably would have freaked out if she saw the blood. Not the strongest woman among us. Just a shame she was so young.
Ah,
Valerie had a strong personality. She was determined and confident. Yeah, Ava being at the pool that day is basically consistent across like at least 4 or 5 characters.
Ascolta.
Maybe, but she was also the smallest among us. That's true, she was the smallest. What's your thought on the murder weapon?
Merda.
Think you had your share of questions, kiddo. Let me finish my workout.
I'm serious.
Just a few more and...
Listen.
Kiddo, I said we're done. We're done. Bother someone else for a while.
well.
Alright, Gio, thanks for answering. Let's have another look around, Mia. I expected him to be cool. I wonder how much of what he's saying is true. He was dodgy with some answers, so I don't know. For a moment, he seemed to lose his cool.
Ah,
True, gonna keep that in mind. I wonder when we have to know by. I'm gonna talk to Lumi again.
Accurate.
Hey, Harry. Isaac is organizing a spiritual session for Valerie. Do you want to join us? They didn't give us a deadline. Maybe later. I really don't want to talk to Isaac. It seems like a waste of time. Let's try talking to Francisca again.
However,
We should talk to Chica again. There's something fishy about her situation. Chica? Hello? You two again. Are you going to cooperate this time?
Hey.
I'm here. Never avoided your questions. To know what more you want, Porra. I'm not really feeling it, though.
seriously.
No one can really confirm where you were at the time of the murder.
I don't think
Nothing
it's
I can
fair.
do about it.
strange.
Can you tell us more about what you were doing, for example? I was just doing my homework, Mama.
Echt jetzt?
I wasn't expecting you to mock this.
Porra.
I'm sorry, okay? What do you want me to say? I was alone inside my room. I feel there's more frustration than anything else here, but it doesn't really absolve her.
Well-
Moving on. we have to return to the subject. Your relationship with the victim.
For this.
What about it?
Merkwürdig.
I was going to ask about Ava, but honestly, Val is key here, isn't she?
But...
Nothing to add, really.
Seriously.
You two were notoriously unpleasant with each other. You're sounding so chic since the producers told you to do this. She's right. Why do I sound so self-important these past few days? Snob. Just like her.
Strange.
You look resentful. Oh, Foras. Don't overanalyze shit. The little princess was annoying sometimes, that's all.
Well...
You say that now, but... The cow incident? What the fuck? What about the cabbage incident? The cabbage incident? What's that supposed to mean, Puto? I mean, Harry, what do you mean? What about the cow incident? Cow?
Seriously?
Yes, the nasty argument you had on the morning of the murder. Oh, that!
Well...
She was really aggressive with you, and you almost responded in the same way.
I don't want to believe...
I wasn't there. What happened?
Seriously?
I'll explain in detail after this. I bet you were really mad after it.
Well...
She even slapped you.
You...
Are you having fun with this? Why am I sounding like a git? Bloody hell. Focus. I'm sorry, but let's return to it. She said she would sue you after the island.
Hey.
It's the most empty threat I've heard in my life. Ridiculo.
Seriously?
It may be so, but you were pissed off after the argument.
For this.
And that justified what happened to Val and Ava, by the way. What an exaggerated reaction, now, eh? You think it's the first time I disagree with someone. I boil in little water, but I have thick skin.
What are you saying?
But things are different here. You can air your grievances in a different way. Like Val did, slapping you. Oh no, Little Miss was used to doing that outside, I can assure you. Don't care about the rules or no such thing. God will judge us all in the end. I'm not losing my head by being called a baka by a little turd. A what?
Just thinking about
Cow in English. Wait, baka? That's cow in Portuguese? Val knew Portuguese.
This shouldn't be
It's weird. You're right, Philo.
Strange.
She's good with languages.
For this.
Also, it's only baka with a northern accent. It's vaca in correct Portuguese.
It can't be.
That's even more weird.
Oh my god.
Wait! What if it's baka? Idiot in Japanese.
What are you saying?
She knew Japanese? Actually, you know Japanese. Okay, that checks out because she was an anime nerd.
Merkwürdig.
I don't, but baka is a common word in anime and manga.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, I suppose. So she was supposed to insult Chica without her knowing?
Strange.
Seems so. Why Japanese?
Merkwürdig.
Yeah, why? She could have gone for Chinese, for example. Oh, I don't know, maybe because we already looked in her room and found out that she read manga? Like, come on, guys. Keep up. What? Nothing. Can I go now?
Well...
I'm serious.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Don't I get a say in this, Mia? Oh! I assumed you had nothing more to say. Now she's gone. Yeah, I guess not. Wow. I think I got something to work with now. I'm gonna ask everyone to meet in the restaurant.
Mate.
All but Ava are here. Good. Morning, everyone. Thanks for coming so swiftly. I think now's a good time to talk. Pa, found out who did it yet?
Interesting.
By the gods, I'm surprised, given how sloppy you usually are. Watch that pointy finger. I'll stick that nail polish up your nose. And they're already doing exactly what I hoped they wouldn't. Cut it out, guys. Seriously. I didn't find the bloody killer yet. It's not easy.
However...
We're still investigating at the moment. And we had a few talks with Ava, too. We had one talk with Ava. Lumi, when do you think she'll be back to normal? Very soon. Though she'll need help at first.
Sure.
That's great news. Maybe she can help with the investigation, too. Huh? Chicazo. Never did I get up so soon after being attacked. 9 hells. It usually takes at least a week.
Thinking this rationally.
The wound was not deep, so it did not require stitching.
Ah.
Giovanni's right. Ava's wound was superficial. Oh, Pa. Ava gets by with a nick, but Valerie gets butchered. Did the killer lose interest?
You've got
That's sus as fuck. Nobody so far has suggested Ava being in on this. What if she stabbed herself and created some alibi to blackmail someone?
Listen.
I thought of it too, kiddo. It takes guts to stab yourself. You also need to know good anatomy to not fuck it up. Ava, and God is my witness, is a cute girl, but not very smart. However, Giovanni gave Lumi a death glare. He's turning red. Does he suspect Lumi as an accomplice? Hey, that sounds unlikely. The stab was weak, but small or not, she almost died. I don't think she had a rescue plan either. And who uses such a small knife anyway? In fact, I'm surprised it even killed Valerie. Because maybe it wasn't the murder weapon. I'm with you, Chica. I'm surprised the knife didn't snap in two or something.
Is that so?
You seem to know an awful lot about knives and what it takes to kill. Don't underestimate a knife. Even a butter knife can carve you up.
Porra.
Who's suspicious now, puto?
Listen.
Did you just call me a bitch? Because I'm about to call you an ambulance. Don't look at me like that. All of you are still on the suspect list. Hell to the no, not this again. No one calls anyone anything. Focus on the attack. Oh, how everyone's yelling. I like that.
Ascolta.
For Valerie's sake, eh, kiddo? Yeah, I think the fact that she had an empty bag that was worn on the inside means maybe she carried the actual murder weapon with her. Val did. Well, I think I'm about to mess you all up for her sake. Giovanni's temples are about to burst. He's looking mighty and angry. If you don't find out who did it, I'll cut you up. All of you. I'm not fucking dying on this island. I'm fucking not. Listen to me and listen well. I'm getting closer. I'll find out. I will. You all play your games and I'll play mine. But I play to win.
Oh, Jesus.
Easy, mate. Easy. I'm in for the cause too, but let's do it alive. There will be justice in due time. Everyone looks tense. Maybe it's a scare tactic, but he seems so sincere. It's hard to imagine he did it, but it makes a lot of sense if he did. Ugh, don't jump to conclusions, Harry. Plenty of others have knife skills. Sasha looks unconvinced, Francisca determined. I wonder what they're thinking. Assuming the killer is among us, this is a horrible mess not even I can save. Such sloppy work, couldn't even do the job properly. I don't suppose an outsider made their way here for a quick jab? What, you want a smackdown? Highly unlikely. My investigation says there's been a brutal intentional attack. There's rage in Valerie's wounds, and even Ava's. There's no accident. The blood, the timelines, I'm getting there, but I need the final piece. Something or someone doesn't add up. For how simple it looks, and why Ava is still alive.
Not giving up.
Ha! Your conviction's contagious. I'm here to help. Giovanni calms down rather swiftly. I feel like he has the same worry I do, that the killer might strike again. I can see his defense is a good offense. It is a bit weird Ava wasn't finished off. Perhaps the killer didn't have the time or energy. But something happened to interrupt the attack on Ava.
Look here.
I'm sure she was meant to die. She got lucky. But what? Anika has not spoken up yet. I think she's here, though. She crawled away towards the door. Actually, yeah, Nano, she has to be here because he said at the start of this that everyone was there except Ava.
Strange.
She mentioned she got stabbed first. Actually... Doesn't this not make sense? Spot where Ava was laying on her stomach, stabbed on the back. She was facing towards the door. That's what I want to, like, underline here. Facing towards the door. So was somebody hiding in the game room and ambushed them? Or did she walk into the game room, which would make this wrong, right? She couldn't have walked into the game room because then she would be facing away from the door. So that kind of means either Valerie stabbed her or another person stabbed her. Also, I don't know what they were on about. I can't believe such a small knife did this much damage. That looks like a deadly weapon to me. Yeah, that's a theory, Prophet, for sure. That crossed my mind as well, but I'm not sure. Then, last she heard, Val was screaming. That's how we found her, and the knife was there. No locked doors, no broken or opened windows. This whole knife thing is sus.
Let me think.
You never leave the murder weapon behind. What's with the knife anyway? Well, the knife was missing from the kitchen. That could be a clue.
Well, I'll be a monkey's pibbling.
The Moe maid did it. Oh no! But that's Annie! Strange. I don't believe it. Maybe it was a calculated move.
What do you
mean? Leaving the knife points us to two conclusions. One, the killer was comfortable with knives. And two, the killer is inexperienced. Because they left the murder weapon behind. But what if it's all a ruse? I like it, girl. Keep pouring that crazy juice.
Strange.
Someone here already stated that they hate knives and are very experienced. Who? Who said that? Ani? They could have chosen a knife because it's not their favorite weapon and left it behind on purpose.
Well...
Are you saying... Yes, Giovanni could be the killer. Here we go. Kicking the hornet's nest. Madonna! That makes no sense! Think, Ragazza. The little girl was full of knife holes. Why leave the knife?
That's...
Maybe you wanted it to be obvious.
Merda.
Leave the thinking to others, Piccola. It could be the work of the outsider. They just left a common kitchen knife to lead us astray. Don't interrupt, merda!
Blasphemy!
Oh. You're the only one interrupting, Lord of the Abyss. What if Mr. or Mrs. Outsider, or MX, or Mix Outsider got hurt? Oh, Annie, always a sweetheart. Or maybe the killer is an idiot.
Not giving up.
Or maybe the killer was on the run. Silence, lowly creatures. None of you can look through the veil like the Master of Shadows. So the Master will unveil the truth. Oh! The killer was of the hidden worlds. The bearer of the knife was Rocky and Roll. Oh god, Isaac.
Give me some sugar.
You never know.
For this.
Oh, Val Meduse. Give me a break. What a bloody circus. Yeah. Tension's building up. We're not reaching any bloody conclusions. We need to take a breather away from everyone.
I'm going to call the producers.
Why?
Maybe I can get some answers.
They acted like it's in their best interest to solve this crime. But let's be honest, they're just playing with us.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Well, she has a point.
Okay, let's call.
Harry, I'll take this one alone.
No? What the fuck?
I just feel it would be easier for me to talk without a second person.
She's looking into my eyes. like when this all started. I just want to avoid her gazing
Trust
look.
me.
This makes me feel like she's the accomplice and she's covering for someone.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
You can be present, of course. Oh, I'm not hiding secrets from you, Harry. Not anymore.
I want to believe in you.
Please do. The other time I thought it was of no consequence. I was wrong.
I'm still a bit miffed.
Just do your phone call. I'll stay here.
Hello, Miss Strauss. What's the purpose of this call?
We're playing the game you wanted us to play. What can you do for us in return?
Oh! Calling to us for answers! Already?
I'm sure you could give us some clues to make this easier. What's the point of leaving this case unsolved?
Hey, yeah, give us a Monokuma file.
My condolences, Miss Strauss. We play no part in the resolution of this murder case. Figure it out yourself! You're the detective here! Oh, wait. You're not the detective. Mr. Taylor is. Though you like to pretend you're the one appointed to solve this case.
Can't help but feel like what Naomi said isn't completely wrong. Thank you, yes.
Poor little girl. Too many true crime podcasts in that sick little head.
I'm not the sick one here.
Oh, excuse me.
Nothing.
Oh, my. I thought you had a spine for a minute. It's been fun watching you headless chickens running around. Too many cooks, I must say. Very entertaining.
Say, maybe we could strike a bargain.
Interesting. We have a returning client, sis.
What does that mean? Bargaining again with the devil. More secrets to hide.
You want to shame me, but I didn't really have a choice at the time.
I think the contacts thing is bullshit, Tom. I think it was something else.
You're still responsible for your actions.
See?
As you are for yours. How does it feel to be a human trafficker?
Boo-hoo! We're the baddies! What a surprise! We are not open to strike a deal right now. No kind of aid will be provided.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you don't really know who did it. Wouldn't surprise me. The poor conditions we have on the island are probably just incompetence. Historically, dictators are just idiots with power. I'm not expecting better from you two.
Oh, laugh, you little fucker! We know who of you did it! But fucking figure it out yourself! And don't call me again until you do!
They just hung up and left Mia speechless.
Nice! I'm sorry.
That's okay. You don't need to apologize.
This was all for nothing.
What were you expecting? I shouldn't.
You tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so... why is Don not available at all anymore? I would like to question him more, and he's just not around for any of these things. Ugh, I really don't want to, but we're gonna talk to Sasha. I hate fucking reading Sasha's dialogue.
Give me some sugar.
Bothering me again, Harry boy?
Hmm.
Just a few more questions.
Look here.
Is it gonna be swift?
What
Can you at least try to answer some of my questions now?
Ain't that bad.
Growing a pair between your legs? I like that. Sasha!
Oh my gosh!
We only have good intentions. Just a few words. You're not the only one questioned.
Is that
Yeah,
so?
who else did you question? Does it matter?
Not like
I wouldn't
anyone has
ask. I wouldn't have
secrets,
asked if it didn't. Answer my questions and I'll tell you.
Mind your own business.
Promise, hun.
Wow!
I prom.
Ooh,
Oh, really heavy pair. You're getting me all sorts of hot and bothered, and you're getting me nowhere. Why are you dodging the questions to begin with? You know this only makes you look even more like the culprit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Probably because I don't like being interrogated by you and your little mutt on a leash. Oh wait, no, it was partner, right? Partner.
Are you serious?
That's taking it too far. I want to say I can't believe you're still picking on my friendship with Harry, but here I am, believing it.
Give me some sugar.
Better believe in life after love too, Hunty. I'm wasting my time here. I've got to get through somehow. Outsly the sly. One more time, where were you?
I've had my fingers
on the island.
However...
He means, where were you on the day of the murder?
Are you serious?
You know very well what I mean. This is just Sasha playing games.
Ain't that bad.
Life's a game, and then you die. Infuriating. I'll get something out of you, Sasha, believe me. Play the player at their own game. Is this how you've always been? Or is this how you always behave? Do you have any alibi, or have you already given up? Are you just waiting for us to piece together your case?
You've gotta be
Careful, boy.
Well...
Running away with your tail between your legs. Tucked. One more collateral damage, one more name on the list.
Listen.
What the fuck do you know about collateral damage? You think I just sit on my ass and play games? I've been on the edge ever since. Everyone has. I bet your ass Gio's arming himself as we talk. Checked every message I had with Valerie and Ava. Nothing. That morning, Valerie was fuming. Why? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Fuck if I know who did it. Could have been Giovanni, even if I saw him that day. Could have been the fucking jungle itself. I don't fucking know. Get that into your tight little foreskin head. Sasha's furious, but at least they slipped. I've learned to press the right buttons from you. Thanks. If this is an act, it's a very convincing one. And I'm sure they put up a scene before to get away. Sasha's sly like that.
Seriously.
Thanks for being honest. Yeah, go do squats on a cactus.
And stuffed.
Harry has no ill intentions, Sasha. We're just trying to piece together a story that nobody is willing to tell.
Not like
Did you think for a sec that people are scared? You've a bunch of amateurs and one or more killers on the loose.
It's not
That's
like
why it's
that.
so important to fix this. But everyone is evasive.
From
where I stand, if anyone chirps, they become the next target. Giovanni mentioned talking could be detrimental. Thankfully, Ava doesn't know the killer. She's safe for now. You mentioned texts. How was Valerie? Did you talk a lot with her?
Is that
Dunno. Secretive? She was dicey for a few days now. Think I heard her talk with the producers at one point. A day or two before the murder. Anika mentioned she was distant with her too. Missed some of their play dates. Any idea who might have hated Valerie so much? No theories so far, but my instinct says it's someone who has the guts. Takes attitude to stab someone. Even bigger cum tanks to kill. Is this what you wanted to hear? Not so crudely, but it's helpful. Val was gonna do something and then got killed. Yeah, it seems like that. She was probably gonna do something to someone and then... Honestly, Val probably stabbed Ava and then somebody stepped in, like... Don. Especially if he told Ava that he loves her. Which is just a cover-up, because Don is gay. Anyways... I do find it really weird that Don is not available to speak to. Ava did say a small-chested person attacked her. Here's what's weird about my theory that I just said, though, compared to what we know in the game, is that Ava said she saw Val screaming, and then she was stabbed. So why would Ava lie about that if Val was the one that stabbed her? She wouldn't. So that theory can't be right. I really don't think it's Anika or Sasha. Those are like my two clears right now, I feel. Everybody else is sus, but I think Anika and Sasha are basically safe. And of course Harry, for better or for worse. I'd clear Gio. I also don't see Gio murdering a little girl. I would put my highest sus on Francisca, and second highest Don, probably. And I don't think it was Mia, but I think Mia is involved somehow. Not as much as I wanted, but I guess this is the most I can get out of them. I knew Sasha would be a difficult one, but this is ridiculous. I'll have to discuss this with Mia, see where it places us. Really, thank you for opening up. It means a lot to the investigation. Whatevs. Wear a condom. I guess that concludes our talk. Let's go, Mia. Gio could have easily killed both. That's the thing. Gio would not have half-assedly stabbed Ava. Also, he wouldn't kill a little girl. He wouldn't. Hey, what about our deal? You promised to answer the questions in return. I will say it's amazing that nothing happens for 15 hours of gameplay and all of a sudden we actually have stuff to talk about that isn't Wordle. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying talking about what could have happened, so I'm happy that this game had a bit of a turnaround. The slow burn in the beginning, though, is horrendous. So I can't give this game a good score, basically no matter what happens. But at least we're enjoying this part of the game. Also, about the knife at the scene, I feel like there's gotta be something else to it. Why did the killer leave a knife behind? Not quite. Time to serve back some sweet revenge.
Well...
well, you see, I said prom.
Hold on.
You little... Don't turn me on like that. Oh. Final evaluation. At least it's better than Steins Gate. Yeah, this is better than anything that happened in Steins Gate, so... There you have it. I am not talking to fucking Isaac. I honestly, after the last conversation, I almost never want to talk to him ever again. Does anyone else feel that way? I found that last conversation so annoying and awful that I'm just like, fuck you. Definitely do not play Steins Gate. Watch the anime. Where the fuck is Don, also? I'd rather talk to Isaac than Ava. He's the new Anika. I mean, I wouldn't... Anika gave us a ton of information last time. I feel like I might need to write down some of these clues. Ava makes me laugh. I actually agree. I think Ava's hilarious. We can't talk to Ava. I wish we could. I guess she has nothing else to contribute, right? We're still trying to gather alibis. Let's talk to Lumi. Yeah, we might need to write down clues.
I've been waiting for this.
I would not waste the few precious pages of the Akihiko notebook on this game. But, I do feel like we might need to write down some of these things so we don't forget them in between sessions. Like, little details like the way the body is facing versus her getting blood on her face. Like, that stuff is gonna be important. I would be surprised if it was Don. But Don could just be putting on, like, a fake... like a front, you know what I mean? Ava reminds me of those fake plasticky streamers who do nothing but laugh all the time. I mean, she's very much like a TikTok Zoomer. She is... I want to see a timeline, everyone's alibis, post-mortem notes. We have a lot to keep track of, but I think the fact that we're discussing it as we go is helping, like, imprint it in my head a little bit. Yeah, we have to create the Monokuma file. If... The problem is we don't have alibis that we can 1000% trust. Like, I don't fully trust Ava's alibi. Yeah, DR saves witness testimonies, which were super helpful. Because, like, if you believe Ava's words, you can kind of narrow it down, right? A small-chested person, and Val was alive when Ava was alive. Or before Ava was stabbed. But if Ava's lying, then everything goes out the window. And she would lie, you know? So it's like, I don't know exactly what to believe. We're gonna talk to Lumi. Lumi's really smart.
Accurate.
Hey, Harry. Isaac is organizing a spiritual session for Valerie. Oh my fucking god. Alright, fine.
Nice.
Why not? I should find out what Isaac is up to. Let's try and find Mia and convince her to go.
I see.
It's about to start. Already? No time for that. Damn it. Okay, where? The only consistent thing is that Ava was at the pool. Yup. That's like basically all we got.
Accurate.
In the game room. Really? That's bloody morbid. You can come with me.
Sure.
Yes, of course. The game room's door is closed. Written on it, in cursive, Memento Mori. Lumi knocks. Someone opens the door just a wee bit. Who wants to peek through the veil? Isaac's trying to make his voice sound deeper. Me and Harrison.
Monday.
You have my permission. Welcome to the other side of the veil, where there's no religion higher than the truth. It's so dark in here, I can only see some candles on a table. The ping pong table without the net? I think even the arcade machines were covered in dark drapes. There's already some people seated around the table. Lumi! Harry!
Give me some
Hey, Huns, come to raid. What a strange crowd. There are only 2 chairs left. Let's just sit now. Hi, everyone. I guess Isaac has to come up with some seat for himself. He's bringing a chair from the other side of the room. One of the office chairs, but with no wheels for some reason. If the 9th lion ate the sun... I love that you even spelled it correctly, Tom. Bravo. Second clap of the stream. The first clap was when Pangy died.
The time is upon
Perfect! We have the right number of people in this room. Or basically everyone who's intro this kind of thing, or who's into this kind of thing, or is curious about Isaac's antics. The rest probably refuse to come.
In my presence?
That was my instinct, also, just throwing that out there. Because we definitely turned down this invitation, and then were offered it again. We'll perform a spiritual lesson. I'll be your guide and mentor. Our objective is to communicate with our sister Valerie.
Ooh, girl.
You better get the connection, bitch. I just want to talk to my favorite dead dame. You know it. Let's call Genghis Khan, too. I feel like we could be besties. Quiet, devil! This robber of life, this not-so-brilliant but elusive person is still unknown to us. And who could better tell us that information than the victim herself? Valerie!
It's
not Annie. This is looking like a very bad idea, to have Anika here.
I have a
But do not worry.
Well,
Calm your tits and other bits, peeps.
Julian.
The science behind communication with the spiritual world is known. The masters of that ancient wisdom, those bright elders of the old order, conveyed their knowledge to me. Oh, fascinating.
Look here.
Yay.
Interesting.
I see we have some non-believers in this room. That will change today. We'll start by using the planchette. The what? There was an object hidden under the table. A small wooden plank in the shape of a heart. Are those wheels under it? Office chair wheels. And a pen crossing the wood.
You can't even
The noble
fathom.
planchette. Not as pedantic as a talking board known as a Ouija board known by some, but much more reliable than the rapping and counting method.
Give me some sugar.
What about the spoken word poetry and algebra method? Silence! Have respect for the all-knowing souls. Sasha is sure having fun. Anika looks scared, and Lumi mesmerized.
The time is
I'll
upon
bring a
us.
paper under the planchette and ask the spirits to convey their message. Now everyone in the room has to lay their hands on the board. Sure. Aw, this reminds me of Paranormasight. Remember that spooky scene with the Ouija board? I lived for that game. Have we learned anything more about the mystery? We have. Actually, story time, it's been a very interesting stream. We're all just getting little tidbits of info and trying to piece it together. Curious method. This is scary! Let's get it on, you deviants.
Blasphemy!
A bit more respect for the spirits, I demand. We are listening to you, old souls. Help our sister Valerie communicate with us. The board just jerked violently. It keeps moving, but I'm not the one moving it. No doubt Isaac is playing with it somehow. But I don't really see him doing anything. It's almost like the spirits are doing it. But I don't believe in that, right? Oh, they are listening. The old forces are with us. Let's look at it. He yanked the board from the table, so dramatic. The faint and confusing drawings are hard to understand with the weak light of... Never mind. That's a penis. Sasha. Oh, curious.
Is that
Spirits have spoken? They look very childish, fam. Or they feel the sexual tension in the room. Or, I know it's ground humping breaking, but maybe they're very into the patriarchy. Old style. Oh, wench! This is but a broken message. There's too much interference from trickster spirits. But I'm feeling the call. I'll have to act as a vessel. I'll see you on the other side. Isaac closed his eyes. It's quiet. We're just waiting for something to happen. Oh. He opened his eyes, but all I can see is the white from the globes. It's like the spirits are entering him. That jump scared me pretty badly. I hope no one noticed. Isaac! No! In a snap, Isaac unrolled his eyes. Okay, take care, Prophet. Yes, we are literally having a seance at the place where the murder is. However, Sasha sabotaged our Ouija board by drawing a penis.
Seesaw homicide.
Also, that scene in V3
my aching blood
was one of the most spooked I ever have been during a VN. When they were singing, I was like... That was a good moment. I should clip that, honestly.
Oh!
Take these shackles from me, please. I can't take this anymore. Who is this? Lumi is the only one respecting the ritual, I feel. Just a father, a son, a prisoner, a servant, a slave.
That's not
Old soul, we respect and feel for your suffering. We have to find our good acquaintance, Valerie. I understand. What's her name? Valerie. Yes, yes. Valerie! Valerie!
What are you saying?
Mate. Isaac is entering some sort of trance like before. This is kind of scaring me right now. What now?
The time is upon us!
Monsieur! Why the phony voice, though? Ugh, the accent. It's awful.
Hold up.
Oh my glitter-bearded gods. Val, you lost your proper French accent! Is that the reason why you're still trapped in this room?
Oh!
Sasha?
Ain't that
Yes. Shut up! And let me talk to Anika! Okay. Annie! Oh yes, mon cher, my only friend on this godforsaken island. Valerie! Are you still my good friend? Yes, Annie still cleans up everything.
Oh, how
good. This is starting to feel very twisted, but we'll have to endure a bit more, see what happens next. Valerie! Lumi! Do you have any message to convey to us? The ones that called upon you.
That might be.
Yes. You see? I was shackled by my secrets. And shackled I died. Oh, just like that, he snuffed out the flames. What is he up to?
Listen.
The fuckity fuck, Doodaroo. I think I can see Sasha's lighter turning some faint light to the room. Isaac he looks like he's meditating now, but still breathing heavily. Gotta say, he's fast when he needs to be. He's slowly opening his eyes.
I have ascended!
My faithful audience, and some other people. How was it? Confusing? Oh, what's this? Hey, what's up, Blackbird? This doll, it just appeared! He really has a tiny doll in one of his hands. Is that supposed to be something from Val?
Are you serious?
Where did you nick that?
I think
Just
not.
appeared. Would I lie about the gifts from the errant souls? It's so cute. The small doll is wearing a frilly dress. Is that lace? What does that even mean?
Może kłamstwa.
Thinking this rationally.
It was an interesting experience for sure.
How absurd!
Do you want to keep it, Anika? Can Annie do that? It's Valerie's doll.
Oh,
it's not like her soul can carry this anymore. In the end, this is just a sick show. I can't take this anymore. So why would he turn off the light? Yeah, that was weird. I don't trust that. First thing in the morning, talking with Ava. Hopefully she can help fill in the blanks and make sense of this puzzle. The door is ajar. In I go.
Mate.
Morning, Ava. You alright? Like, OMG, let me put my makeup on at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna block that out of my memory. What's up with you? Totally rising with the sun, I see. She seems better, at least. The room looks clean. I think Anika keeps it tidy. Probably better we talk about this straight away. There are still lots of things left to figure out, and we want to ensure you're safe. A knock on the door. I knew Amiya would be here early. Good day, Ava. Where's Watson? There's Watson! Welcome to my little mansion. Totally hope you don't mind. I'm just like a potato in bed, lol. You've nothing to worry about. We just came to see you and share some intel. True. We do have some questions. Ava seems relaxed. I wonder if she's faking it or completely oblivious to the danger. She wasn't present when Giovanni pointed out that she might still be a target, though Giovanni could be trying to misdirect us. No, focus, Harry. This is about Ava. Ava, why were you in the gaming room that day?
Strange.
Were you alone, or were you expecting to meet someone? Gee,
yeah.
settle down, one question at a time. We both reached for the gun. Y'all chill. Huh?
It's super.
LOL, kidding. Just got stabbed instead. No gun there. IDK, I wanted to play. I'm not sure why I was targeted. It was a totally dead day. I was just browsing the phone and drinking yummy smoothie. Boring. So I went to check if there was anyone to play with. OMG, do you think I fell into a trap? I knew it. Anika is a trap. Well, huh?
What the?
No, maybe,
OMG!
Did you find out who did it then? Was it Giovanni? I bet you found some evidence against him.
Merkwürdig.
No, not quite. We don't know yet.
I don't know.
You were you lured there by someone?
Darkness.
Nah, I'm wild like that. Hashtag not like the other girls. Are you, trying to figure out where everyone was? I bet I can figure that out. Let me help. What about Sasha? They're being, super sus here. Oh, do they have an alibi? Did you catch a smell of cigarettes? I guess she wants to catch the attacker, but damn, she's excited. I really hope she's not going to do something stupid. Revenge for the attack doesn't seem too far-fetched for Ava.
Well...
Don't stress out about that now, Ava. It's more important you focus on getting better.
Me
I know, but WTF, I'm totally vulnerable here. Any leads? Got any clues? Inconsistent, circumstantial evidence. Let me think. We're doing our best, but it's unusually hard. It's an unusually hard case. Mia probably expected it to be more straightforward. I do agree. It's hard to point out for someone for certain right now. But every time I look at Ava, I can't shake off what Gio said.
Looking back...
We do have some ideas, but nothing conclusive. Everyone is still a suspect.
Seriously.
But have faith in us, Ava. We'll bring someone into the spotlight. One way or another, we're going to face what they did.
Could it be?
Like, totally no doubt. No doubt. Ava made quite a strange frown. I wonder what she's thinking.
Maybe.
Either way, we should probably isolate you. Perhaps less access. Make more guard shifts. Have 2 people at a time. Just in case you're attacked again.
You know.
LOL, like, no way. I'm 110% safe. The Nokia voice? I don't remember the voice I gave Nokia, Kisuan. It's pretty similar to what I'm doing for Ava, but just because I'm trying to mimic Ava's voice. Like, her in-game voice sounds similar to what I'm doing. At least in my head it does. I like her confidence, probably foolish to think so, but it's staying positive helps.
What are you saying?
There's a chance you were used as bait. Or maybe just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I agree with Mia, the less you're involved in this, the better.
I don't
For now, rest and step back.
Ugh.
LOL, what? Excuse your purse, no freaking way. There's no way. I'm just gonna bait for the back. I'm just some bait for background. If anything, I'm the main cast of the show. 110% they came for me. I was the one who got stabbed first. Who likes Valerie enough to steal the thunder? What, like, am I? Some sort of garbage you just stab along the way?
No!
Ava, what in the world? OMG, I totally didn't just mean that. Might be. I'm totally trying not to appear like a victim. Little sus, Ava! Maybe she killed Valerie because she thought Valerie was getting more popular. But I'm not a nobody that just got shanked. I feel she's putting on a brave act. I just hope she'll get the chance to process all that's happened. Once everything dies down, maybe we could all do some group therapy. Alright, fair enough. We'll keep you in the loop. Ava, you should accept that being the victim doesn't mean you are weak. There's people out there who count on you being silent. Trust me, an assault should never make you quiet. You're a strong woman, you'll make it through. And we can be there for you if or when you need it. That felt genuine. Mia spoke with a lot of emotion. I can stand behind her words. You guys, like, don't make me cry. I'm totally dehydrated. Mia gave Ava a hug. I'll give one too. Huh. I've heard Estonians are cold, but Ava seems to love hugs.
Sure.
As promised, we'll inform you once we know more. I'll ask Anika to bring you some water with salt in it. It helps with the hydration. What?
Like, ew?
Ew? No way. But, like, come visit more often. Totally boring here.
Mate.
Will do. Right if you need anything. Alright. Before we get into another shindig, guys, we are creeping up into Among Us time. So we unfortunately have to stop here. For now. I am going to pee. I'm happy that this game picked up, by the way. It was a good Inescapable session, actually. And we'll be playing more tomorrow after community games during the day. So, give me a few minutes, and then we're going to move on to Among Us for the night. I'll catch you guys back here in a little bit, okay?